today. As the theme of the second day of the neighboring nations
Pairing couplets. Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrimp. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or the two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around, of course, to all our friends, old and new. Please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead. And if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery. Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent?
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
Thanks. So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I...
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve...
Besides, investigating any strange occurrence...
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for... Just think of it...
The way I see it, you should just hump...
All right. And that...
Now, how about we...
You mean to cover...
Not just that. Don't forget, this is if we all see the same sights and sounds...
That's true.
Why don't we draw lots?
Yeah!
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
I've got the slips of paper here.
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first!
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Xingqiu, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
What a relief. At least I'll have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think...
I also await your guidance.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going! Dun, 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 dun. Come on!
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy. All right. Miss Diona?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Captain. Hey.
More speed. Crush!
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it.
The view from here is great, but there's kind of a
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's...
Changyun is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an Adeptus of Liyue. An Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and...
fine.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you want... Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while... I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire.
Uh-huh. Julian chilies. I'm not...
Really? Perfect!
What the...
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Xiangling would make.
I'm a rock! Okay, this should be enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to...
What? No! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful...
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't...
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me...
No.
Just you wait.
Oh, no. Is she really going to add those Juyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some...
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh, boy. Look,
What's wrong? You're not alert. Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
surely there's no way this can possibly taste good. Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh.
Changyan drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
This drink is...
Delicious! It does have a touch of Juyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Juyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime. Oh, I failed again! But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more. Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe it.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about...
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Changyan. Xiao? What's wrong?
Look over there.
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here? Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away.
There's a poem written on it.
The Paimon It sounds like the author...
Although the following lines suggest that they did...
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. It makes no sense to me.
That's true. I've heard Xingqiu say something when there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to...
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So, that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then, should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. This withered leaf floated down with the current.
Cool! But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different...
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a treat. Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet? Ooh, great!
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard. I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat. Merrily...
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to...
Okay, let's go! What's this? You two having a private chat?
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all.
The scenery here is quite beautiful.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a...
It's an inspiration walk.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt? They're acting like this is completely... In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance.
Huh? Crumbs. Now I have to try.
Very well. Then...
So, Xingqiu, do...
Have fun, you two.
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home. So I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh! Over there! Firewood! You had your chance! Final warning! Now's our chance!
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Engaging! With this wood and the food I brought along,
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival.
thanks. I was on an expedition with a girl.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure.
What? If I really run into a...
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured as long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid.
That all sounded pretty profound.
Hello? Are you okay?
Oh,
Did everything go smoothly?
No need, thanks. Noelle, you're
Truly astounding.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried...
by sneaking out.
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition,
Huh? Me?
you're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in
Oh? Sounds like she has both a her...
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hutao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts.
You can write about anything. Looking at Core Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. Why don't we go say hi? Someone needs assistance.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your...
Oh, don't mention it.
So, Miss Caliroe, are you from...
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an...
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few...
Amazing. So you're...
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away.
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful.
Well, since we're all here, why not...
Huh?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mink...
I'd personally like to hear Miss Caliroe's...
Well, if you're all... Woohoo! The first team is back.
Huh? The others have...
Come on! Let's hurry!
Just how far did you all...
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. One.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted. Paimon gets tired as she Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Sounds like... Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you...
Indeed. This is Kelly Roe.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, but you're not the... Wait. Xiao? Xiao! Come on out!
Now that we've all regrouped, let's...
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hutao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on...
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Director Who's manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh, boy! Now this is a surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, What can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhang Li, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into... He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert. And so, we have invited him here tonight.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better...
Please rest assured that I shall...
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great!
Huh? Are you counting me too? Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler... Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hu Tao.
Naturally, the more the merrier.
Then, it's settled. Everyone else in the audience...
What about me? Shall I keep...
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't...
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration?
That's a relief.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one all.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or...
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Changyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun. Flesh confined to Qingse. Spirit striding high on Zhiyun's clouds.
Oh, Changyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of very...
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkwear. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle...
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance, I'd like to start the next up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg. What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst.
North beyond the Starfell Lake, south across the windswept plains, just for berry squeezed and mint infused.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler so highly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowsa!
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question.
Then allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin?
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingxin?
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep?
Then I agree. The two halves of...
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far.
Oh? In that case, why don't you round moon in the heavens, full moon at night, celebrate with circle of friends?
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice, decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in two styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lot. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. Paimon thinks she can do that too. I thought of one. Wolfhooks can't hook Baron Bunny. Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically one word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this monster's got talents.
I'm so...
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs.
Wow, Noelle came up with another. Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it. Do you really think Paimon has what it takes? Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm. What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end.
I really enjoyed myself too.
You were amazing today, Noelle. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Although, I do have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me this story once. It's about a spring fairy and...
Oh, yes. The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy, and the boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Oh, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man, but he never stopped believing that the fairy would...
Sounds like a track.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again, if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't... If Paimon was that boy...
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you only match every couplet yourself enough.
I never knew you had some, but the couplet games are all over now.
Do we have to share our...
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for...
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this free...
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. Give it a try. There's no better chance.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to... Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you...
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poem.
Huh? Looks like we're a few people...
Morning, friends. Singcho said he wants to take...
Noelle has other duties today, so she...
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I got here really early, but...
Are you talking about the girl with the blue hair? I saw her on the bridge. She looked a little upset, so...
Upset? Oh no! What should we do? Was it something we said last night?
I agree. If she's run into...
Huh? You're all going?
Shall we start with the bridge?
Good idea. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Oh, so this is the... She looked like something was weighing on...
It's also not far from...
Huh.
Oh, right. We were so busy
I wonder...
Hmm?
Oh, so it's just...
Now that you mention it, this is upstream.
Huh? Hey, look! Over there! Wow, you're right! And this one after that leaf! Why does it have to float so quick? Can't you just fly over? But Paimon can't swim.
It stopped.
No! Whew. We finally caught it.
Are the words still legible? Or have they been...
Looks like the ink's intact. Let Paimon take a look at what it said. Huh? This is related to the poem with spring. It's looking a lot like how she seems to care a lot about that. Actually, when Paimon first saw her, do you think... Is it possible that she's,
Based on the current and... This should be far enough upstream. Let's split up and search the area.
Kelly Rowie! Kelly Rowie! Ah! She's surrounded by hilly churros! Let's go save her!
Shudder!
oblivion!
Callie Roe, are you okay? It's a huge water droplet!
This is exactly what I saw the other day.
Huh? Why are you all looking at me like that? Oh no!
That voice is definitely
How did this happen? Please wait a moment. Oh no. Did I use up too much energy?
How did you... What's going on here? Miss Callie Roe, are you some kind of adepta?
No. I'm so sorry for deceiving you all for so long. Actually, I'm an Oceanid.
What's an Oceanid?
Ah, the Grandmaster has mentioned them before. The Oceanids were the familiars of the former Hydro Archon. They all fled Fontaine after the Archon died and settled...
That's correct. Though, to tell you, I have a vague impression of my ancestral. All I know is that by the time I arrived in Mondstadt, eventually, I settled in a place called Springvale. Springvale is a serene and beautiful place.
So you're the Spring Fairy of Springvale?
Yes, Diona. And I remember you too, you know.
Really? You're not messing with me, are ya?
I always thought...
Your favorite little pillow, the fish one? Its name is Bubbles, is it not?
Yep! All those childhood memories. So, if this is true, then all...
I see. So, well, you are correct.
No wonder you were asking. So, the boy from this...
Is Finch. I always loved listening to people's dreams. And still do, whether they're beautiful. One night, a little boy came. I like humans. And wanted to understand. Yes, we often... Sometimes, we... But one day, just like the book says, I felt out of my depth in uncharted waters. So, my strength returned. I once hoped that Finch would be able to move on and meet, but after seeing so many people, this feeling of wanting to respond to his feelings, but I'm also scared. Scared.
It really is.
Please go see him.
Huh?
I know Grandpa Finch, and he's a really kind person. When I was struggling to learn how to draw, he often tells me stories. And even though Grandpa Finch loves adventure, I believe that he's serious about... So if you want to see him... Huh?
I understand. That settles it. I will go back and see...
You will? Me?
But
Sure. Just say...
Would you come to Springvale with me? I cannot maintain...
Leave it to me!
Also, please keep Finch's in my secret. I wouldn't want Springvale's trip...
Your secret is safe.
I won't tell anyone.
Great. I can't...
What's wrong?
No, I'm sorry. It's just that my mind's racing. As much as I want to talk to him... A poem? Okay. And it will be called...
Are you okay?
It's nothing. I'm just...
Okay, don't panic. Wait.
Take it slow, Diona. Finn, I can still...
Okay, stay strong. You can... Today's your special day,
Oh?
Over there, to the... just come with me already. This is extremely important.
But I promised your...
Grab a Finch.
All right.
That's more like it. Over here! Over here! It's okay.
Huh? What's all this? Even Mika's here? How's work been going? And even some friends from abroad, if I'm not mistaken. You do know that today...
Greetings, Mr. Finch. My name is Chong Yoon. We all met at the poetry gala, and...
Finch,
That...
I didn't think you'd still...
I remember. I remember all right. How could I ever forget, although your appearance is different than I recall. But I'm one to talk. Of course a fairy from a fairy tale can
Oh, even after all these years, you still know just what to say to make me laugh.
I thought you were only able to appear in the dead of night.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
Oh, it can't have...
Finch, would you like to hear a...
A poem? You write...
In that case, let... Far from my native land I roamed. In streams I slept, many seasons I met as the sun set and rose. I searched for a garden to call a home, and the moonlight ebbed as the water flowed. A soft breeze beckoned me unto a spring. Sleep, weary wanderer, your journey is over. May the dancing petals sweeten your slumber. At dawn, I hummed the melody of a distant stream, and the songs in the night serenaded my dreams. A boy's tender tears trembled through the water, stirring me more than any starlight sonata. He wove me a wreath from past petals and future buds. I crossed beyond the veil of dreams to the realm of flesh and blood. Look at the love that shines from his eager gaze. Answer the call of his heart, lest this moment go to waste. The kittens and fireflies invited my heartstrings to sing, but I was a stranger to the melody of mankind, and knew not how this tune should begin. As the river of dreams trickled into the ocean blue, every time a crystal fly flapped its wings, older it seemed he grew. But I learned to fathom human ways each stumbling step I took, and clouds of confusion became crystal clear in the vulnerable verse I wrote. As seed yearns for soil and trees for the sun, a once foreign melody inside my heart sung, and it cried out your name on every string it could strum. Now, I give my dream to you. May it be in your slumber a sweet spring to quench your thirst. Now, I hand my heart to you, praying my belated promise might meet, still with your trust.
Yes. All those years...
Finch,
It's okay. I understand.
Thank you, Finch. Please, take this.
It's so beautiful.
This is a droplet of water condensed from my own power. Finch, I don't have a physical form like humans, and I can't stay by your side.
I don't know how long it'll be before I can change back into human form again. But as long as this droplet remains with you, our hearts will always be connected. I will always be one with the spring. From this day onwards, if you call me...
Oh, it's so romantic.
You've really learned a lot, haven't you? And you don't even mind that the kids are watching.
Does it bother you?
How could it possibly? I just worry that once I go...
Huh? Don't say that.
I'm only joking.
Is that right?
Grandpa Finch.
Diona, thank you for
I used to chat with you a lot.
Of course not. You are one of the That's why I gave you your gift. So that a part of me could always be with you.
Huh?
Wait. So is Diona's ability to mix delicious drinks from disgusting ingredients a blessing? And if so, is it also possible that my pure...
My physical form is... Finch.
Yes?
I've never regretted meeting you. Or just... Although, this gift that represents my promise and my love...
It's okay, everyone. She's gone now.
What? But, Grandpa Finch...
Don't worry now. It's just like she said. She'll...
Oh? Hey, you're all back! And Poohtow's a step ahead. She's already talking about printing a poetry anthology. She said she can't wait for everyone's final words because I'm itching to pull the trigger. By which I assume she meant she eagerly anticipates receiving everyone's freestyle poetry submit.
Where have you all been?
Perhaps they lacked sufficient inspiration and...
How deaf Bard! Does this mean that right from the start you... Oh, right from the start, you...
Huh? Did I? Very well. Since the trip... Diona! Dear Diona.
You wish.
Huh? So, just what have you guys been up to all this time?
Really? Must be the breeze.
Yeah, that's right. We're just...
So even Mika's in on it? Chongyun, how about you tell me what happened on the sly? I've just remembered that I heard about a haunted house recently that I'm willing to bet that even your pure Yang spirit won't be able to...
I appreciate the gesture, but no thanks. Not this time. And I'm starting to think that maybe...
Huh? What the... Okay, that confirms it. I call shenanigans. Something big definitely went down here.